Hey, what's going on, everybody? You know who it is, it's JJ. Once again, back at it. Not at the auction today. Had a customer wanting to buy a car. When people want to buy a car, that's one thing. When people wants to buy cars, you have to hop on it because when you're selling cars, especially like I'm gonna just say if you're selling cars for $2,000, anywhere from two. I'm gonna just say 2,000 and I'm gonna just 2,000 and under. Those people are looking to buy right then and there. They're usually the first car they're looking at, the first car they go see, they're usually gonna buy. So when people have the money, you can't tell them like, hey, can you meet me at noon or meet me at 1? Because a lot of times these people are needing cars and looking for a car, and if they want to come to you first, you have to be available. So this person wanted to, they see my ad. They messaged me last night and said, they're only gonna have a ride at like 8 o'clock in the morning. Can I meet at 8 o'clock in the morning? Yes, I mean I met them up here at 8 o'clock in the morning. That's just what it has to be. That's why I'm really looking for. I am gonna hire an assistant probably here soon because it's me that works here, my two brothers and my cousin. So it's four of us, but we like to all go to the auction because when we're all at the auction, that means we don't miss out on any cars and stuff like that. So it's good, but everybody has their own schedule as well. They have their family and kids and stuff like that, and they do other things as well. So that's why it's going to be good to hire an assistant. But I came here, got the early morning deal. Got some other cars posted. Got a couple appointments about to come here as well, and we're gonna knock out some more of this Florida dealer's license stuff. But advice to you, when somebody's ready to buy a car, you have to go meet them. You can't miss their sale. And sometimes if you post a car and if you got somebody wanting to buy it right now for a price and where you're still gonna make some money, just sell the car right now. No point of not selling it right now. I mean, yes, it's opportunity that you can hold the car. You maybe hold it and then you hold it. You maybe have somebody maybe give you $100 more or $200 more. But you want to just, if you got a for sure guaranteed sale, my advice on anything, if there's somebody there right there and want to buy it and you still making money, just sell the car and go move on to the next one. Because sometimes you can run into problems. I've had that problem before. Like I don't want to take nobody's offer. I'm like, yeah, I got this car posted. I could probably make maybe $200 more dollars. But then times like that, what happened is like, the person that says they're going to come later, they never show up, and then now you stuck with the car again. Now you don't want to repost that same car because when you start reposting that same car and you post them on Facebook and a lot of these groups, people gonna be like, I seen that car already. What's wrong with that car? Why can't he sell that car? You start seeing that car so often, so they start asking themselves why you can't sell the car, and then the car takes for longer to sell, and then the longer it sits there, the longer the car sits on your lot, not being driven and stuff like that, and stuff like the more something might go wrong. The car might just be sitting back there, and you go out there one day, boom, starter out, boom, battery no good, something this went wrong, flat tire just from sitting back there, just never know. So my advice, get you an assistant if you can. Make sure your assistant is a notary to make your life a lot easier. So they can notarize the title and mail them out. Also, just if somebody's there with the money, just sell the car. Just sell it. And, move on to the next. Because I don't love these cars. I don't have no attachment to them. That's what a lot of times people do. They buy cars and they're like, man, they get attached to it and stuff like that. You can't get attached to any of these vehicles, man. These cars are just metal. Move them and move on. I mean, yeah, you can, like, if you buy one, like, say you got a good deal on a car and you like and you want to keep it, then yeah, that's different. But don't just go out there buying cars that you just like. That's where a lot of people go wrong too. They go to the auction and they stop thinking about it as a customer. They start thinking about it as like their self. Like, okay, you start going to the auction and you start just buying one particular brand of car or one specific car because you're like, man, this is the car I like, but this business is not about, it's not about what cars you like. Yeah, you can buy some cars over here that you like, but just because you like the car, the next person might not like that car. So you have to get out that way of thinking. But yeah, we're gonna get knocked out. I have a customer say they're about to pull up, so about to handle this customer, and then get back here, and we're gonna go over the rest of this Florida deal. I mean, not the rest of it, but a couple more parts on this Florida dealer's license. But let's get to it. See ya. You guys, you know what it is. As you can see, still here at the office. Sold 2 cars so far today. It's 2 o'clock now. So that's good. Always good. So got a couple people wanting to come around 3 and 4 o'clock. So hopefully give maybe one more car. My goal for the week is only 3. I already met that and passed it. So a couple more cars never hurts anything. Always good. But let's get to the rest of this dealer's license, Florida dealer's license application, and really not getting to the rest because it's probably gonna be more stuff that I have to figure out that I'm probably missing. So, but let's get to it. As you're gonna know, you're always gonna need proof of liability. So you're gonna need your insurance. So if you don't know where to go to get your insurance, I made a video on that. Just look for it. And you're gonna need a surety bond, which is $25,000, but it's not gonna cost you $25,000. I made a video on the surety bond as well. And let's see. You must obtain a business location. The office must be in a permanent structure. So the office has to be in a permanent structure. The office cannot be in a residence. The office must have at least 100 square feet of interior floor space, not including hallways, closets, or restrooms. Additional areas must have at least a 7-foot ceiling. So you must have all of that required too. Okay, let's just cycle through some of this stuff. All this stuff, all the dealer applications is all about, mainly most of them is going to be basically the same. So most of them is just most of these applications, I'm gonna do each state, but most of them all gonna have like the same type of words and verbiage. All of them's gonna, you're all gonna need a place of business with a sign. All of them's gonna need a dealer bond. The dealer bond is about $25,000, but it's only 1 to 15% of that. So that's the dealer bond I've seen on every application been so far has been a $25,000 dealer bond. And you're always gonna need garage liability. It's just gonna be some minor things in each of applications that each state requires, because each state is different. Here in Oklahoma it's a lot different. They're not like Florida. Florida, they need you to get fingerprinted and stuff like that. You gotta pay the fingerprint $55. Here in Oklahoma they don't do any fingerprint. Also here in Florida, when you got a garage liability, you need the $25,000 combined single limit liability coverage, a bodily injury and property damage protection, and you also need a $10,000 personal injury protection too. So, here in Oklahoma, you just need the $25,000 combined single limit liability coverage. And bodily, you don't need the additional $10,000 personal. So it's just little stuff. So the prices of things is just going to vary a little bit. A little bit. In some states, some of the stuff, because it's going to require more, is going to be a little bit expensive. In some states, they're not going to require the stuff. So some of the stuff is going to be a lot less expensive. And then you have to go to the Florida Secretary of State to get your stuff. But that's one thing I would say first. Get your LLC first. Get your EIN and stuff like that. Get all that first, so you already have that, because all these places are gonna ask for it. Everyone you doing deal application, they are gonna ask for it. So that's one thing that I got first. I got my LLC and my EIN first, and I had that for like 6 months before I even started my lot. So you can always have that, and just so when you start filling out your application, you already have it, instead of having to go back down and making yourself do extra steps. And you have to get a Florida, in the state of Florida, here in the state of Oklahoma, you have no sales tax number, but in Florida you need a Florida business tax application. So you can download the application and fill it out and take it to the state of Florida Department of Revenue, because you need a sales tax number, and you're gonna get your EIN number when you get your LLC, and then they're gonna ask have you been have you been a previous felon? So it's just normal stuff. And then you're gonna submit all your paperwork and your fee of $300 plus the additional 5424, and you submit that to Florida Department of Highway Safety and Motor Vehicles, and that's it. And then your dealer's license expires. They say the dealer's license expires every year on April 30th of each year. You must renew your license annually, and renewing your license in Florida is only $75 a month. So when you renew it here in Oklahoma or any other state, they're going to need that same fee. Like here, they just for 2 years, so it's basically $300 a year. So in Florida, it's only $75 a year, so you get a little bit cheaper on your renewal there. But here in Oklahoma, every basically it's $300 a year. So that's about it. That's everything that's on the Florida dealer's license and most of this stuff. If you're in the state of Florida, I printed these applications and all this information that I found on my computer. So if you're in Florida and you want some information that I found, just send me your email on either Facebook, Instagram, or if you're a member of my Patreon, just send me your email on your Patreon, and I'll email all this information that I downloaded to you guys, so you can read it and print it off yourself as well. But I appreciate you guys. I'm out. See you guys next week. People, if you're in my Patreon, if you want to sit down and talk and have any questions for me, I'll be available for you guys tomorrow. Appreciate you guys. I'm out. Yeah, I'll probably take tomorrow off because my kids been wanting some new toys, so I'll probably take them to Target. And let them go spend a little money and just enjoy my weekend with my kids. So peace out. I'm out. See you guys. Peace.